And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because...
And Blount loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he finds Danny Amendola. Blount, the lone running back. He's going to get the football. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll run again with Blount. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left.
On every snap, a defense is trying third and short. That's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they... Where are you?
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. Again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
And this will be caught at the 30. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before that. Going for it all. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, 29 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Eluding the pressure right and unable to connect on the long pass.
I'm about to trade him in. Then Wallace. I'm making him running back. Take far side out.
As it falls down incomplete.
And the defense almost got one there, partner.
That could have been his first pick. He's been good so far, but you're right, that was nearly a costly mistake.
Sometimes you get a little bit too confident when the game's going along as it has been for him.
Now they try the right side here. Room here to run. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens add on. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And hauled in by Pitta. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They slot Gronkowski outright. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
It's a gain of 5. Now Brady. His throw incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Brady to throw on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Matt Elam. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
On the return now, here's Keyshawn Martin. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can
Sorry that I took an hour break. Just doing some personal stuff. Nothing personal to your mom.
This time. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is
There he goes, Julian Edelman. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play.
Oh, come on.
Gronkowski, slot left.
25! Switch!
From the gun, it's Brady.
Oh my God, that's
And
so
caught
much
by Hogan for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
The people on that made the game made them the best team.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out on. See how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Martin will return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Hey, that is right. Watch that in. Check me out. Hey, double up. He's coming, double up.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Brady going to throw. And complete on the right side to Bennett. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the gun on third down, Brady. But it's brought in by Washington. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you don't lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Throwing now is Brady. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Hogan, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots get a score closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touch.
Yeah. Nobody. Alright guys, back. I'm back.
Out of the game, but right now his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back.
I know they didn't just injure my running back.
Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field.
No.
We'll check on his status when we get back.
No, I'm about to injure. He's injured, but he's still in. Good. Let me look on their thing. Oh yeah, I remember when I injured it. You're lucky he's not in anymore.
2nd and just 1.
Lucky I haven't injured him.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. Oh, the spin. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And a nice spin into some open field. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Flacco gives to Allen. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll be brought down.
I've never seen anyone die in the NFL until today.
About the 42. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They'll come up with split backs in the backfield. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
I'm so confused. Oh, now that's stupid. I mean, I know I just did the
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Something.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And that's caught by Smith. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. He's played a great game and continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now whistles here. I think the offense has just used their 3rd and final timeout of the 2nd half. They have.
I meant to dive in the middle of the touchdown. Oh my God.
So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Tucker now to add the point after. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he cuts it back left. And he'll cut it out. The ball comes out. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit. But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
What they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit high. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of Central Casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get into. And it's second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now Brady again. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Gronkowski, slot left. Brady now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
I don't want to play.
51! Switch!
Brady to throw again. Amendola catching it left side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
I don't know why anyone would be on the batting cup.
And making their way back out there now, the Patriots defense. They've had a day that they probably want to forget. Maybe it's a good thing it's a day game because they've got the night maybe to wash this one away.
There's always a thing called the 24-hour rule, win or lose, right? That you're supposed to have 24 to absorb and then let it go. Yeah, the clock starts a little bit earlier when you play a day game, right? And they can.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Ravens. 54 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
Oh,
I'm in.
So lucky now. We're beating the gate.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So a very short kicker. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Oh! I'm so lucky.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Watch number 29, 29. I got 20. I got 20. We got three. We got three.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Brady will try again on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And now it's 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down. 3 down. Wait. Kill.
So again, they'll throw with Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
I've never been a fan of you. At one point, I was a little fan of Gronk.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Flacco flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And hauled in by Pitta. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Beats by 40 Patriots. That's so sad. I'm sorry. And I'm a goofy goober, yeah. Your mom's a
Hello,
goofy goober.
my name is Kamal.
Yeah.
I am from the clouds. I'm a human. I'm a human now, but I used to be. I used to be a raindrop, word up. I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Presence, now, presence, It's come out like a power with an M. I get you down like gravity, rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids and being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and ribbons into the sky. I'm a rebel feeling ribbity, rhythmically right, a vigorous spinner right to the rhythm, whittle the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Oh, he's going to air it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible?
Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
If we had $1 for every time we heard a team talk about explosive plays and how valuable they are, we probably wouldn't have to work very much. And we just saw a big one there. And then they tried to go explosive again, going for 2.
Yeah, is that a little too risky, you think? Just get the extra point?
And you know, I'm all about getting points. And if I feel good about my kicker, I go ahead and do that. But with that ball at the 2-yard line, going for 2, I think it's awfully tempting for teams nowadays.
I'm about to get my butt kicked.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. So 2nd and 10 here.
We're going against the Steelers. That's a bad idea. Because Antonio Brown.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Hayward Bay has it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fake pass to him to pass down.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. They'll fake the give to Williams. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lardarius Webb. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here come the Ravens. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Flacco here on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It looks like he was holding him back, but I'm not a snitch.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Come on, Flacco. Come on, bro. Flat.
And how about this one now? In
Flat.
their own territory, a
Flat.
gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. It is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's got time in the pocket. Completes it to Hayward Bay. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
I'm throwing insult at you. Oh my god, you're such a nerd. Crickety. Crickety, cricket. Crickety, crickety, crickety. That. He got hurt twice. Said he'll be out for the season.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first.
I know the toss play begins with the guy.
2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Now they'll run it on the toss. And an alley to run. A 2nd shoot. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle. But if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
As it's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger surveying the field. All kinds of time. He sets to fire deep. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lardarius Webb. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, 82 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So they're going to go for 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Flacco looking to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
You remember Timmy Jernigan at Florida State. His stoutness that was so impressive there, it still comes into play in the NFL, doesn't it?
If you call stout 300 pounds, and I do, then yes.
Used it well on that play and made a nice tackle for a loss.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Green with a catch left side. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
After review of the play, the Ridley midfield stands.
Partner, the head coach is out of challenges now for the rest of the game. I'm not too sure he wouldn't like to have a few more challenges in his pocket.
And when they first started challenges in the NFL, people were wondering what's the right amount.
Yeah, I'm not sure that there's a flat-out determination, but I do like where we are because I think it does leave strategy in the game, and the head coach has to make a decision about when exactly is the right time to pull the challenge flag.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete.
We have to block it.
I'm just going to go ahead and call it, partner. You could smell the desperation in that fake, couldn't you? Down big. They had to try something. No one was fooled.
I think you're exactly right. With this deficit, though, go ahead and give it a shot. Didn't work out. In the end, they got his man. Complete. 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
That's the end. I'm going to sleep.